Yeah, that's right. The old man. I mean, he must be triple her age. But she don't care. Guess what she be singing? Mastermind family, welcome back to the channel. Now, this is your first time to this channel. My name is Mastermind Comics, and we are a manga media entertainment company, and we make mangas, comics, and providing entertaining content as well. And today's Manga Monday review, baby, get excited. And we have some exciting mangas and comics to review on the show for you all to check out this season. And today's episode is going to be over DragonTooth by J. Oden from Saturday AM. But before we get started, be sure to click that subscribe button if you like anime and manga in general and indie mangas and comics. And this video is brought to you by fans like you who support and watch this channel. So we want to say thank you. If you want to support us, link in the description, fam. Story 3 out of 5. All right, family, let me sum up DragonTooth in like 10 seconds. So you have a world who's gone through an apocalypse and people have to fight off giant worms and dragons for survival. Otherwise, there'll be dinner to them. The end. So since this is the first chapter of this series, to me, I found it very hard to sit down and actually go through it page by page by page and just try to actually understand the story. That could be just me, and maybe it's not my type of story to get into. I will let you guys be the judge and decide that. The story just didn't pull me in like a magnet compared to other stories that I've read in the past. But could you imagine giant killer worms? I know that is dangerous already, but what about giant ants and cockroaches that will destroy the world? I mean, I'm sorry, family. If there was giant roaches and ants, I was like, you know what? I give up. Just take my life. Like, just take me, Lord. Take me. Characters. 4 out of 5. So let's start off with some of the characters in the story that we know of so far. So you have Chaz and Raz. These two are siblings. Well, these names are kind of helpful as well, too. I mean, you won't forget these characters. Hopefully they're rememberable. I don't know. Anyway, so they're siblings to begin with. We don't know any of their origins, but we just know that they're related to Cecil, right? And they seem to have not that much experience with giant worms. I mean, they are kind of young, so we'll find out. Cecil, the veteran in the group. I mean, he is old. I mean, he's up there in age, y'all. But he also has a lot of experience from what I can tell. He's grandfather to Chaz and Raz. Connie reminds me of like Ichigo and Berserk. I mean, that sword, that dragon tooth sword that she has, it is huge. And it just, yeah, she reminds me so much of Guts and Ichigo. But she appears to be ruthless and will kill the worms without hesitation. Sasha. Gotta be inspired after her sister. What did you say? I mean, like, the name is Sasha. Totally kidding. I mean, look at her features though, fam. But she is also tough as nails. How you doing that? I mean, she will put a bullet through your head without hesitation. But guess what? She's got a soft spot for Cecil. Yeah, that's right. The old man. I mean, he must be triple her age. But she don't care. Guess what she be singing? Yeah, it's like that, right? So you get a sense that the older characters are like ninjas in some way. Like they've had a lot of experience fighting these worms and things of that nature. I mean, and all at the same time, they flipping around, jumping, slashing, cutting. And I'm like, how do y'all do this? How you doing that? So they just remind me so much of ninjas as well. Artwork, 4 out of 5. Artwork is very good and amazing in this series. It has a distinct feel to it, and it kind of reminds me of The Ordinary Show and also Rocco's Modern Life for some odd reason. But nonetheless, the art style is very cool and unique. I mean, you guys, look at it. I mean, it just looks cool, right? So now, our dumb tweet for the day. You know, guys, we gotta bring these dumb tweets to the show every time. So let's see what the dumb tweet for the day is. These so-called artists, they are asking a lot of money for the work.
Oh my god.
Like, these don't understand. They gain fame if someone requests their drawings.
Oh my god, question mark, yes.
They're cocky. I won't pay you $10 for a drawing. Are you crazy? That's a lot. You know what, family? Let me stop the show right now. I mean, like, this is crazy written all over it and dumb. I mean, I gotta tell you, family, this does not make any sense at all. It's like me saying I won't pay Walmart for their fruits and vegetables on the shelf because it's too expensive and it's not that good. So I should get it for free. You see how crazy that sounds? People should respect people's professions, man, and pay people what they're owed to them. And not say it costs too much for a service. I mean, you get a menu for what their service is. If you don't like it, keep it moving, right? People keep surprising me every day with these type of tweets. Anyway, fams, if you've seen any more dumb tweets like this, comment below or send us a DM at our Instagram, mastermind.comics. Now back to the main show. Comedy, 2 out of 5. Didn't really get a sense of any comical scenes. It was mostly serious for the most part, except for one scene with Sasha. She was like, honey, and her chest was popping out, and Hank was like, huh? And Connie was like, oh boy. I mean, come on, bro. Don't act like you don't want her to come at you with her chest, right? So that was kind of funny, right? And another joke was like with Aaron, one of the pirates, somebody was talking to him. He was like, yo, did you hear what Jerry just said about us, Aaron? And Aaron was like, basically, look, I don't care what weak people think. Jerry just won't get any water when I get it. So it was kind of like, it was kind of okay. Plot, 3 out of 5. Starts off with Chaz and Roz together as siblings, and then some odd reason giant worm comes in, separates them, and pirates abduct Roz, and Cecil and the gang did a ninja-like move with an explosion to kill the worms. Oh, okay. Well, I would have done the same thing too, fam. I mean, you don't want to get eaten by the worm. Wait, but the crazy thing is Cecil and the gang are going to eat the worms as food. Ugh! Now that sounds like some Lion King, Timon and Pumbaa type stuff. But Chaz wasn't even worried about getting the food because he was just looking, crazy. He was like, yo, Roz, my sister is missing. And Cecil and Connie immediately have an idea who might have done it and where they might have gone. So they went to the overpass, which is where the herd of giant worms resides at because the water is there. Cecil and the gang go exactly where the kidnappers are, and boy, they came in pissed. Had eyes looking like All Might and young Midoriya when they about to destroy someone.
Ooh, dang, you're right, they were pissed.
But something happens at the end of this chapter that may surprise you. Overall, 3 out of 5. I mean, overall, the story has some really, really good potential, but I really would be curious of the backstory of the gang. So like Cecil, Connie, Sasha, and Roz and Chad, and just how they are all intertwined. Because, I mean, did something happen when the first apocalypse happened? And, how did they get separated from their family and loved ones? Almost like, a Walking Dead type of scenario. And so if the story is told right and illustrated right, this has some really major potential. So otherwise, I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I'll let you guys make the determining factor of whether the story is good or not. You know where to go find it. We'll put links in the description for you guys to go check it out. So Mastermind family, what do you think? Will Chaz and Cecil and the gang, are they able to save Roz? Comment below your thoughts on the series of what we presented so far and if you'll be checking it out. And also, for more of this series and more of Jay Odin, we'll leave links in the description so you guys go check them out. Calling on artists, we have a manga contest in October that has already started. If you want more information about the AMM, which is Autumn Manga Madness, we'll leave links in the description so you guys go check it out. And it's never too late to enter into the contest. Again, this is our first manga competition that we're doing for the community. And if you have questions, comments, or anything like that, the contacts for people you can reach out to and just get more information about us. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing what you guys submit. And yeah, Mastermind family, that is gonna do it for the show. We hope you enjoyed this show over DragonTooth. This is the season 3 for Manga Monday Review, so we're gonna keep this thing going strong. So be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone, because we want to show that DragonTooth has some major potential. And Mastermind family, that's gonna do it, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.